Hi, my name is Evelina. I'm from Finland, and in this video I'm gonna tell you about yoga teacher training I did here in Bali, in Canggu, and it ended 3 weeks ago. Started 7 weeks ago, so I've been now in Bali for 7 weeks, and the training was for 4 weeks, 1 month. And yeah, after that I've been having a little bit of time off, processing, and then also just studying more, because it's so many opportunities here comparing to Finland, where is of course also opportunities, but like this much, because you can in here you can find any day, every day, some new course or workshop, or do it private, or just being in this environment and energies. Just it's different, it's changing you. And of course, like now it's February, I came here in the 2nd of January, so it's one of the, or it is the darkest time of the year in Finland. Now it's getting brighter, and I kind of already wait for going back. I will go back next week, and it's gonna be nice, because then I get to process all the things I learned here, and I get to see my loved ones, friends, family, my home, get back to my own routines. And even though it would be kind of away, and I thought that I will stay, I was actually, yeah, after our course I started to think, like, I'm sure I'm gonna stay here, and I'm maybe going to Australia for a bit, and then come back here and just do new courses, meet new people, connect, and do my own practice. But I don't know, something shifted just few days ago, and I started to feel like I actually want to go home. And even though I would have the possibility to stay, travel more, explore more, I don't want to stay because I can do it, and I can do that later, or come back later if I want to. And I think I want to do some new courses, definitely. But anyway, if you haven't followed me before, this is actually my first video in English, and I'm starting to more do content in English. I've done it already 10 years for Finnish, but yeah, let's go to this the subject of this video. So at first, why I wanted to do a yoga teacher training, there were many reasons for that, but a little bit of my background, you can read more about that in my blog, because I wrote a blog post about it. But the first time I tried yoga was maybe 10 years ago, and first I did it of course for only the physical parts of yoga. Like I wanted to increase my flexibility, learn the asanas, and just use the yoga for like a recharging and recovery practice for my sports, because I've been a professional athlete and competed in sports my whole life. Then I of course started to like see and feel how I felt really good after yoga practice, and it started to calm me down. I really started to like yin yoga and more like restorative stuff, because yeah, I had my own training in sports, so it wasn't really good to do like the more strong yogas, but I've tried also Ashtanga for a few months, and I loved it, and now I can see myself doing it more, because now I'm not training that much anymore, because I ended my sports career last year. So yes, I've been using yoga as a tool, but not like I haven't done yoga every day, maybe not even every week. But the last 2 or few years I started to be more interested in the mental parts of a training and achieving my goals, and then I started to study and do more like a breath work, meditation, other like mental training things, visualization, and just being like working with myself also quite deeply. Because I've done like also gymnastics, and now later like more dancing. So I'm really interested in movement and how you can use your body and not to push it too hard, but still get the potential out of it and enjoy the movement and use the movement also in a part of like release things. And I'm really interested in like movement therapy kind of things and trauma releasing and stuff like that. So I've been interested in those things for years already, and I was still in the middle of my competition season last fall when I decided to do this training. And I have been thinking already for years I want to do a yoga teacher training in some point, because I'm also a sports instructor, so that's also my career, and I love to teach. And yeah, there is so many like parts of yoga which I'm interested in. Of course the physical, the asana practice, but also like the other parts, the breathing, the meditation, like the mind, spirit, all together. And I found this course actually just through Googling, and then a few of other girls from Finland have done this course, so I saw they put some posts about it, and then I asked about it, and it started to feel like, okay, this is also a good course to me. And because I really didn't have so much time in middle of my competition season and still training with my sports to really find out different kind of yoga teacher trainings and pros and cons, so I just tried to trust my intuition, and also that because the other were like have been happy with the course, so I was like, I don't think I will waste my money, even though it wouldn't be like 100% for me. I still don't think I will waste my money. And I kind of didn't want to do like a too deep course, at least at first. Like I'm talking about like going to India or Nepal, or like where the yoga has has been born, and also like it's really traditional, and I respect that, and I want to learn from there. And we also had like the traditional things in our course, but at the same time, like after my sports career, which has been really intensive, and I've also done my work as an entrepreneur, so I didn't want to go too deep. And I don't know if if I ever want to go that deep. Probably no, because I also see you don't have to go super deep to get the benefits from yoga. And of course also it's different for different kind of people and what you want to get out of it. And I have put so much my time, my whole life, dedication, discipline to the sports for so many years that I don't feel I just want to find something else where I put like everything. I want wanted, like for me, I wanted to find more balance. I also wanted to go somewhere to really process and kind of also, or not kind of, just to let go of my sports career, because I wanted to quit myself. I would have I could continue if I would like to, but I didn't want to for many reasons. You can read more about that in my blog. But yeah, so that's why I felt like this course is good, because it's combining Hatha and Vinyasa styles, and Hatha is really traditional, and we also have philosophy, anatomy, and those kind of things. But then just also like everything wasn't like, it wasn't too deep and that was really good. And I loved our teachers. I think we had totally almost 10 different teachers at the course, because we had our leader teacher Maria, then assistant teachers Jessica, Magdalena, then our Hatha teacher and philosophy teacher Bernd, and also Sean was teaching anatomy and philosophy, like yoga yamas and niyamas and stuff like that, and like an excellent lecture about suffering. It was one of my favorites. Then we had nutrition, Ayurveda, kids and teens. What else? Yin yoga. Yeah. So at least 9 teachers. And then we also got to experience kirtan, which I loved, and I already had a kirtan private, so it's like a mantra singing. I never thought I'm gonna like it, even though I have been singing when I was a kid. But that's another story. So yeah, basically at the course we were having every morning a yoga practice, 7 a.m. for 90 minutes to 2 hours. Vinyasa flow yoga was usually 90 minutes, and then Hatha 2 hours, because we were doing more pranayama, so breathing, breath work, and meditation. And my favorites were definitely the Hatha yoga lessons, but I also loved our Vinyasa flows. And I love that we had those both, because for most of the people who want to start yoga, I think it's more easier and interesting to do like Vinyasa flow or even Hatha flow, like combining Hatha and Vinyasa, and then also Yin yoga, which we had. So some days we had the practice in the morning and then also in the evening or afternoon with yoga, but some days we only had the morning practice and just then like many lectures. So when we started at 7 a.m. We then had a time for breakfast, then we had usually like the lecture, then a little break, lecture, and then we were off, or then we had lunch. So morning practice, breakfast, lecture, lunch, then new lecture. Sometimes we were off after that second lecture, or then we had like a yin yoga or something else in the evening. So basically that was how our days were going. And then a few days we did something more, like we went surfing, and also we did this like a cleaning, spring water cleaning ritual at the Tirtha temple, and Tirtha temple and it was an amazing experience. We went into the cold water and they had the spring water coming, and yeah, you cleanse yourself, your spirit, your soul, your body. I like these traditions here in Bali. And yeah, we were like 26 or 27 at the course, plus the teachers. So we were a big group, but it didn't bother at all. I think it was really nice because now I have so many connections all over the world. I was the only Finnish, and there were people from the States and Australia, Canada, UK, France, Spain, Germany, Denmark, so many places, Poland. So yeah, I feel really grateful I had the opportunity to share it with so many people and with from so many different countries, because now I have friends everywhere, even though I've been already working abroad. It was like 10 years ago, and yeah, even from that I felt like it was a kind of a family, because I was working in a travel company for one season. Yeah, but yeah, I just love the whole experience. The place where we were at, so it was in Canggu. It was the place was called Cosmos Oasis, and I was staying at the place where you had the yoga and the lessons. You could stay there, or you could book your own accommodation from somewhere else. But I like it to stay there, because then you didn't have to use time for walking or going anywhere else. And I was sharing my room with amazing Amanda, and we got really good friends, and also good friends with many others. So many new connections, and yeah, I think one of the best things at the course is the thing that you get to know so many new people. And because you do the course together, you do the yoga, and you transform and study together, so you get more deep connections in a month than maybe with someone for a lifetime if you don't share with them like the deeper things. And even though maybe some people think it's only about the yoga teacher training is only about teaching yoga. Of course, it's also for that, and we were practicing the asanas, we were practicing teaching, and we had anatomy techniques. But it was also so much more. Like with everyone, it's of course different, because we are all processing our own things, and it depends on where did you come from, like what was your life before you got to the course, and what you want to get out of it. For me, it was like to let go of my sports career, as I mentioned already, and then of course also learn more yoga, and at the same time find new direction to my life after the sports career. I have my work, what I can do, but I wanted to find new directions where to go with that too, and just also find deeper connection with myself. I wanted to put more time into meditation and breathing and the philosophy parts, and for me it was really like that. And I also learned more about teaching. I've been teaching already almost for 15 years, first with kids, then with group trainings at the gym, personal training with companies, with a lot of things, and now the last 3 years online training courses. And I've been studying as a Bachelor of Sports and other courses, but there were many people who didn't have like a teaching background or not that much sports background, so you don't have to have that. Of course, I think you need to have a little bit yoga background, but not too much. Like the most important thing is just that you are open to learn and you're really interested to that, and yeah, just basically that you're open to learn more and study. What else? Yeah, the course was really intensive. you didn't really have time or energy to do anything else than the course. Of course, some people did some other things, but for me, because I was still, when I came here, I was still a bit tired from my competition season and just the many years with sports. So I just wanted to do that, and otherwise I was kind of just mostly resting or just give the time for myself, doing extra meditation or something like that. And for me it was really, really good. And Canggu, I really like the area. Of course it's a bit busy when you go outside of the place we had the yoga, but it was so amazing cafes, so good food, easy to go around, yeah, we're also one day in Ubud, but I saw it only for one day and I didn't get the feeling to go there more, at least not yet, but I think I will probably go there again, maybe some other time, maybe do some training there too. So many options I want to do after this. And yeah, and we also got to and we had to practice the teaching part. So we were teaching to each other first, then small groups, and we did teaching like almost every day in our asana labs. And then the last few days we were teaching in small groups for everyone. So you get also the teaching experience, but of course the real work starts after the course. Because in the course you are in this bubble and you get to focus on those things. And then if you want to put it into your own life, you really need to work with that and try to keep some routines from what you learned, some discipline for doing even a little practice every day, and finding your own practice, finding your own teaching style, and then just start to teach. I'm actually teaching my first yoga class after the course today. I'm here in at the moment in a resort called Sunrise Paradise. It's I came here because some of my friends are here having a training retreat, and I'm maybe planning to keep my own retreat here this year or next year. So yeah, I'm gonna keep them some yoga today and tomorrow, and I'm excited. I haven't been this excited about, what is that? Yeah, I haven't been this excited about teaching for a long time because yeah, my whole energy and attention have been in the sports for such a long time. So I'm so happy. I've gained so much energy here, found myself more, found better connection with myself and with others too. And yeah, I don't know 100% sure yet what I'm gonna do next, and you don't have to know that, but at the same time I have ideas, inspiration, and I know it's gonna be something really amazing. Yeah, and the yoga teacher training I went to was called Peaceful Warriors Yoga. This is not a collaboration or paid video, so it's just purely from my heart. I wanted to share this, and just if you want to do a yoga teacher yourself, just think why you want to do it, where you want to do it, and of course you can do it in your own country also, like probably having the weekends or some summertime or something, maybe also for a month. I wanted to do it in somewhere else because I didn't want to put the weekends for the yoga teacher training course. I wanted to have the month for myself to really go deeper and focus for that. And I think it was more beneficial for me to do it that way than weekends. But some people do it for weekends, and it's probably good for them. And of course you need to have this time to do it if you are gonna be a month or a little bit more away from home. Yeah, just do your research or trust your intuition, your heart, where you wanna do your training. And yeah, I can totally recommend to do it even though you don't want to be a yoga teacher yourself. I actually thought I'm not gonna teach yoga. Of course I knew I will use yoga in my other stuff I'm teaching, as I'm gonna now do. I'm not gonna just fully go into yoga path. I'm gonna do it. I want to do my own practice, but also do other things. I love handstanding. I will still do that, and like, yeah, the other stuff. And I'm so curious about learning more about the philosophy and yeah, parts of that too. Yeah. If you have any questions about it, you can put them in the comments or in my blog post, and I will try to answer to them in the comments, or maybe do a new video. I'm not sure yet what kind of videos I'm gonna do next, but probably something to do also with yoga, but also other things I do. And you can follow me also in other social media platforms. I do mostly Instagram right now, so Instagram EEVSKU, and also my blog EEVSKU.com, and here at YouTube, and also have a TikTok, and we'll see how that will go. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching this, listening, and thank you for Peaceful Warriors, all the teachers, all the other students, my family, my yoga family, and also just every person I've met here in Bali. It feels really special, and I'm so grateful for these opportunities, experiences, and want to just keep learning more and using these now when I get back home next week. And also I will keep you updated if I will do a retreat here or in Finland, and welcome. Have a great day and see you in the next video.